Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mikey back here, and today we'll be recapping the final Hawks games up to the All-Star break. Hawks get 2 wins in a row going into the break, so that's a really good sign, good momentum. Winning against a good Cavs team, 116 to 124, and then also against the Magic team, 130 to 109. We'll start by examining the first game, which was against the Cavs, the better win here. And this game was a masterful performance by Trae Young. He had 41 points, but it was one of the most quietest 41 points you'll ever see. I was looking at the box score. I was like, "Yo, okay, third quarter, Trae's having a great game. You know, he's not having that many turnovers. You know, he seems to be making all the right decisions." And before I know it, I look up and he has 41 points. So really great game from Trae Young there. And Danilo Gallinari also doing a great job filling in for John Collins, adding 25 points in there. We knew the rebounding would be tough. With Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, we got out rebounded on the offensive end, 14-7, and that's also going to happen with Gallinari playing in your front court. But we don't have John Collins, who's obviously a better rebounder than Gallo. So Mobley and Jared Allen definitely dominated on the offensive glass, but we were still able to come out with a win. Darius Garland had a great game for himself, added 30 points, and Kevin Love really just plays well against the Hawks. It seems like every game. It's crazy. 21 points for Kevin Love off the bench. So and he started the game, I believe, hitting 4 in a row from 3. So it was crazy game from Kevin Love there at the beginning, but he cooled off toward the end. I think finishing 1 for 7 on threes after that hot start by hitting 4 in a row. But great to see Deandre Hunter have a bit more consistent offense in this game. 18 points, 7 for 12 from the field. And you know, DeAndre has been he's been injured obviously a lot of his career, and since that Oubre injury, his offensive game hasn't really translated. His defense hasn't seemed to be as good as before the injury, but it was great to see him against the Celtics really destroy not destroy, but really give Tatum some trouble when he started scoring the ball before he fouled out. And he was on Evan Mobley in this game, so that's a really tough matchup for DeAndre. He's a little bit smaller than Mobley. Mobley obviously a lot taller, so that's a bit why they dominated on the boards. But nonetheless, the Hawks were able to come out with the win. Onyeka Okongwu hasn't really looked as great in these games, but he's still looking okay. He wasn't good in this game, but against the Magic, he was much better. So great job from Onyeka Okongwu. Great first half after coming back from injury. I want to see a full offseason healthy Onyeka Okongwu and see what he can do coming out ready next year, because he's already shown flashes of great potential. I mean, defensive player of the year type stuff, and it can only go up from there. So I really am looking forward to that. But my main point here is, and it's going to be that moving forward, is about Bogdan Bogdanovic. I mean, this guy, when he's healthy, granted, he didn't take a lot of shots this game. He only took 8 shots, made 4 of them, 2 for 6 from 3 for 10 points. But in the Magic game, you'll see when I recap that, scored over 20 points. He's averaging, in the last 4 games, he's averaging 20 points, and he's healthy and he's back. He really never left, if you think about it. He was injured practically the whole start of the season. Nobody even realized it with his knee. He sat out for, 2 weeks, and now he's balling. Like 20 points per game score like he was in the second half of last year. So if we get that bogey, Trae does his thing, JC does his thing, and we have Dre playing defense, and hopefully his offensive game can round out back to where it was like at the start of last season, we're going to be a dangerous team again. So hopefully we can have that going forward with some momentum after the All-Star break. Now let's move into the more specific box score for the Cavs and Hawks. I'll do a little bit more a brief version, because I know we got to go to the Magic game as well. Dean Wade had 8 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Okoro had 6 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 rebound. Jared Allen in 33 minutes, 14 points, 1 block, 4 assists. Evan Mobley, 22 points, 4 steals, 4 assists, 10 rebounds. And Mobley's just impressive. He's a stat sheet stuffer every time. So he really has a bright future ahead of him. And in my mind, definitely should be leading the Rookie of the Year candidacy. Darius Garland, like previously mentioned, 30 points on great efficiency, and 4 for 10 from 3, along with 8 assists. Kevin Love off the bench got hot early, 21 points and 7 rebounds. added 2 assists as well. Chetty Osman in 14 minutes had 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Rajon Rondo, 0 points, 3 assists, 1 steal in his return back against the Hawks. And Karis LeVert in 29 minutes, 9 points, 4 for 12 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. He really had an off game, and he was not able to get really anything. DeLon Wright was guarding Karis LeVert for the most part, off the bench, and DeLon was clamping him. So great credit to DeLon Wright there for putting the clamps on a good offensive player. For the Hawks, Danilo Gallinari, 33 minutes, 25 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. Great game there from Gallo. And as we've seen, when he gets the opportunities, he can deliver. Against the Celtics, he barely shot anything. And hopefully we can involve Gallo a little bit more, because he took 17 shots right here. Took more than Herter, scored 25 points. Herter, in an efficient night, only took 8 shots, but had 13 points and added 3 assists, 2 rebounds, a steal, and a block. So a good game from Herter there as well. Deandre Hunter, 35 minutes, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Clint Capella, 31 minutes, 5 points, 2 blocks, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Not the greatest game from Clint. He had a great game on the road against the Cavs earlier this season, but not the greatest game here. Beautiful game from Trae Young for 41 points. 9 assists, 1 steal, only 4 turnovers, 13 for 22 from the field, and 4 for 7 from 3. So a great efficiency night from Trae. Onyeka Okongwu in 16 minutes had 8 points and 3 rebounds. Lou Williams in 13 minutes, 4 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. And Lou's kind of slowed down a bit after that, 2.5 to 3 week stretch where he was playing really well. Hopefully we don't see this Lou for the rest of the season, but the All-Star break should definitely help a veteran like Lou Williams get some rest and be back to being a bucket that he normally is. Bogey in 29 minutes, 10 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. And then DeLon Wright in 17 minutes, 0 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. So filling the stat sheet. Credit to Bogey and DeLon Wright for filling up the stat sheet, even though they didn't necessarily put star numbers in the points category. Because if you look at here, only 3 players had above 3 rebounds on this team. DeLon Wright, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Clint Capella. So we really need to make it more of an emphasis for our guards and our wings to rebound, because we have tall wings and guys with long wingspans. They can definitely cross the boards with Clint Capella and make it tough on the opposing team to get second chance points. So we really need to do that more, in my opinion. On to the Magic game. This game definitely a little bit less to break down, because obviously Magic aren't the greatest team. The Hawks got out to an early 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter and really never looked back, winning the game by 21 points. But Danilo Gallinari, another good game as a starter. He didn't put up the gaudy score of 25 points, but he was efficient. 3 for 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3 for 11 points. So great to see that, and great to see 6 Hawks players in double digits. Actually, is it 6? No, 7 players, 7 Hawks in double digits. So awesome to see there. We really haven't seen much team ball in a lot of losses for us, so great to see so many players in double digits. Trae didn't have the most masterful performance, but when you can pass the ball around and get these types of shots that the Hawks were getting against the Magic, especially from 3, you got to do that. We shot 54% from 3, so when you do that, you're going to win most of your games. For the Magic, it seems like Cole Anthony always plays well against the Hawks, and he did here for 9 for 16 from the field for 23 points. The Magic bench wasn't good, but all of their starters were in double digits. Franz Wagner is really impressing me. I thought he should have been the Rookie of the Year a few weeks back, but with Mobley's success and how the Cavs have kept this thing going, I'll give it to Mobley right now for sure. And we even got some Jalen Johnson minutes for the Hawks in garbage time, so that was awesome. He didn't score, but it's really good to see him get some playing time. I hope Nate can play him a bit more. Yeah, but here's the thing. If we do see Jalen Johnson minutes, that probably means that either the season's over or we've lost the game by a lot. So at the same time, I kind of don't want to see Jalen Johnson, but we'll see. But let's move on to the more specifics of the box score. Deandre Hunter in 27 minutes, 14 points, 1 block, 3 rebounds. So another decent night of offense for Deandre Hunter. Great to see him getting that offensive rhythm back. Clint Capella in 23 minutes, 8 points, 2 blocks, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. Trae Young, 22 points, only 1 turnover, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and added a steal. Kevin Herter in 25 minutes, 6 for 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3 for 15 points. So great game from Kevin Herter there. Onyeka Okongwu in 20 minutes was much better in this game than the Cavs game, as you would expect though, because the Magic are dwindling for their depth in the front court after Wendell Carter. So he had 12 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 6 rebounds. Kevin Knox in 11 minutes had 3 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Lou Williams in 18 minutes with 9 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And Bogdan Bogdanovic, again, in less minutes than in the Cavs game, 26 minutes, 23 points, 2 steals, 6 assists, 1 rebound, 9 for 13 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3. So an ultra-efficient night from Bogdan Bogdanovic. And you're seeing his assists and steals constantly go up. I mean, he had 4 steals against the Cavs, 2 steals here, and then 6 assists here as well. His chemistry with Onyeka Okongwu in the pick and roll is improving tremendously, and I love to see that because a lot of times we've seen DeLon Wright hesitant to run the offense a bit, and when Bogey can take the reins and deliver those passes off the pick and roll to Onyeka and those lobs, awesome to see. And he's even making some no-look passes and looking off the defense to disguise some of his passes like Trey does. So if he can learn that and add that dimension to his game consistently, we'd have an even more dangerous bench than we already do right now. Good offensive day from DeLon Wright as well. 4 for 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3 for 10 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. Again, DeLon Wright always adding those rebounds. It seems like he's the only guard / forward, guard / wing that really takes it upon himself to try and rebound the ball with Clint Capella. So hopefully he can stress that upon the other guys as well. The Hawks don't have much in terms of things coming up. Or what am I saying? Sorry, the All-Star breaks now, so the Hawks won't play until I believe the beginning of next week, either Monday or Tuesday of next week, I think it is. So be prepared to definitely watch Trae Young in the 3-point contest, and then he'll be starting the All-Star game as well. So I'll definitely be watching those. I don't think I'm going to do a recap for that. Maybe I'll do a reaction to the 3-point contest. Maybe that'd be a fun video to make. But we'll see. But I'll definitely be continuing these recaps and stuff about the Hawks when we start not really the second half, but the latter stretch of the season after the All-Star break. Hopefully the Hawks can make a push and make one of the 7th or 8th seeds for the play-in. I don't think the playoffs are really a feasible goal for us right now since we've lost so many games, but who knows? If we go on a winning streak, other teams get injured or they start to fall, who knows? We could find ourselves there. So hopefully my goal is for the 7th and 8th seed, and hopefully we get there starting after this All-Star break. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.